Sometimes I try to pinpoint, how did this change? How did I find the Holy Spirit? How did I find a personal relationship with God? I felt like God couldn't be that great to fix my broken life, but He is.
I had a lot of time to think, a lot of time to reflect on where do I want to go in my life. Pastor Denny was the first pastor that reached out to me while I was inpatient, and that just hit hard for me. I realized, hey, he doesn't even know who I am, and he is calling me and asking me what I need from them.
One of the pastors came up to us and said, when I think of your family, this is the verse that comes to mind. And the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness cannot distinguish it. We consider Madden our sunshine baby. So for the pastor to bring that up was just, I don't know, another one of those signs that this is the right place for us.
The church is phenomenal. I've never once felt out of place. Everyone's so nice and generous and kind, and they're always saying good morning or how are you. So I really feel comfortable in the church.
And this feels so right to be at this church and having God in our lives. And there's absolutely no other way that I can see my life without Him.
And God truly loves me, no matter of my past, no matter of what I've been put through, no matter, what I thought of myself or what I thought defined me.
I finally get to know and understand what the purpose of a true friend is. I've never had a best friend in my life. I found my best friend here at church, and I'm ecstatic.
You would think that in a situation like this, it feels like every day is, it gets better as every day goes on, or maybe it feels like a climb to the top. Realizing those signs and listening to God is what I've been working on. I know He's talking to me every day.
I used to drive down the road and you'd think about something, losing Madden, and just all these emotions that would bubble up, and just the fear and the hurt. I've definitely noticed myself, talking to God a lot more. It's almost immediate. Those feelings of peace, asking God for those things, and He gives it. He knows what we've gone through, and He's there to help support us in any way.
I've figured out who I am as a person. God has shown me the way and who He created me to be, and not what I wanted to be.
If you're letting the enemy overtake you with anxiety, fear, and depression, you need to know that God does not define you as anxiety, fear, and depression. God does not look to you and see sin, or look to you and want you to feel guilt that I felt for a long time in my life.
If we could go back, we would love to have Him here with us, but there's been so much good that has come since that as well. And it's hard to put a finger on it until you actually take a step back and realize that it's God's work through the situation to help us get to where we are right now.
Jesus has been the only constant in my life.
That has what turned me into the new person I am, and be the person that God has built me to be.
I'm not really sure what God's plan is for me, or what He's working on with me, but I do feel that there are other family members in my family that definitely need to connect with God.
He's always standing at the door, but it was up to me, and it's up to you to even crack open that door.
What we've gone through was hard. It still is hard. But I can tell you it's been a lot easier since we've invited God into our hearts.
Not as planned, but definitely the blessings that's come out of this has been phenomenal for us and our family. Some of you might have already seen Mason running around the foyer out here after and before church, but it just brings so much joy to my heart to see a young 5-year-old kid talk about God that wasn't there for me. So where he can go is, or both of our kids for that matter, you know, and to where they can go with God is going to be amazing.
I couldn't commit. I was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But the moment I jumped both feet in, I knew. And so I encourage you to do the same, because you will never regret it. You will never, ever regret it.